Okay, so I'm going to be working out problem number 16. In this case, you're talking about a construction company that is digging a hole for a pool. Okay, and after so many days, they're digging so many feet, right? So they're making a hole for a pool. Now, I want you to notice that here, and I don't know if you can see it on your paper, but these are negatives or minuses, right? And at the ground level, you're at 0. So anytime you dig, you're going this way, right? Because you're going below 0. That's why it's a negative. Kind of like the example where you're talking about a sea level, and at sea level, you're at 0, right? Because you're not underwater and you're not above water. So in this case, the ground level is your 0 point because you're not on top of the ground or you're not below the ground. Okay? So anytime you dig, you're subtracting, or anytime you add, or you're going above ground, you're adding, right? Now, one of the things that I want you to pay close attention to is here you have decimals and here you have fractions. Anytime you have two different things like that, it should be a red flag, okay? You need to put them all at the same. You either have them all fractions or you have them all decimals. Now, if you're trying to decide which one you want to go with, you also want to refer back to your answer choices. If your answer choices are in decimals, then I would turn all this into decimals. That way you have all the same playing field. In this case, the one I got to change is 8.5 feet. That's going to be really easy. 8 and 1/2 is 8.5. Okay? So it's minus 8.5. In this case, you can just scratch it out. Okay? So after the first day of digging, at the bottom of the pool was at negative 3 and 8 feet. Now, because we started at 0, right? I can subtract it like that and still end up at negative 3.8. So after the first day, I'm at negative 3.8, right? This is my first day. After the second day of digging, the depth was at negative 8.5. So after the second day, I was at negative 8.5. So how much did it change from here to here? Well, if I'm calculating change, I'm going to have to subtract. Okay? So I'm going to subtract 8.5 minus 3.8 to find out how much it changed by. Okay, in this case, 7. So it changed by how much? 4.7. How much did they dig on the second day? 4.7. Okay. Now, one of the things that I want you to pay close attention to is the way that I did a diagram, guys. And my diagram is not like the best in the world, okay? But it definitely gives me a picture. You know, I'm going downwards here. I know I made another note over here. So if you dig, here I dig 3.8, okay, and if I kept digging some more, 4.7, I should end up at how much? 8.5. Okay, now this illustration gives me kind of a sense of that I'm digging down so that everything makes sense. Okay, again, if you have any questions, email me and I'll answer them. Thank you very much.